Hey, what's up, guys and gals? How we all doing? Good? That's good. I found someone. I'm not in love nor in a relationship, but I found someone on the internet to talk about in today's video. Well, technically, I didn't find them. Other people found them and then made videos about them, and I'm just directly stealing their video idea because coming up with original content is not something we do on this channel because originality died back in like 2017. Today, we're talking about a guy named Samir Bhavnani, who does that exact same thing. Now, there's been quite a few videos about this guy, and all of which show how he's not a good person at all. Cody Ko's done a few videos about his content, and Nick Is Not Green did a 3-part series talking about a lot of the problems behind Samir's 3 channels, because there's a lot of problems behind Samir's 3 channels. Today, I just want to focus on his main channel with almost 1 million subscribers, just called Samir Bhavnani. Honestly, groundbreaking name, dude. Super original, just making your channel name your name. So I've got a lovely video for us to watch today, but I want to give some quick background on this guy first. There's a guy on YouTube that's been talked about a lot named Darman. You've probably heard of him. He's this fucking Chad of a guy who spreads positive messages through his very formulaic and scripted video scenarios. They're not inherently bad, but how this guy has grown a following of 15 million subscribers doing basically the same thing in every video, I do not know. But he's cool, and Samir is trying to follow in the same vein as Darman by making inspirational videos with a positive message. The first thing Samir fails to copy Darman with and instead ruins that so-called positive message. He just writes racist, transphobic, and ableist scripts and executes them in an even more racist, transphobic, and ableist way. I feel like now is a pretty good time to put the trigger warning and let you all know that there might be some of those themes talked about in this video. So if you think racism, transphobia, or ableism isn't something you can handle, it's totally okay. Feel free to click off the video. So when you first arrive at Samir's channel, you're greeted with this smug-looking, stinky man, which I'm pretty sure is Samir. I'm gonna go with that because it has his name plastered like fucking everywhere. He's got his little slogan, creating positive content while spreading amazing messages, which is 2 things he does not do. And of course, he's got the American flag as the background because what's more positive and amazing than being a full-blooded American? So the 2 main differences between Samir and Darman is that, as far as I'm aware, Darman started this type of content, or is at very least the biggest creator in that scene, which tells me he started doing this content because he thought he had a message or messages that he thought society should hear. And he's done really well for himself in that regard, and I think he's gained a lot of respect for doing so. Whereas Samir is one of many, many Darman copycats on YouTube, which shows pretty clearly that he saw that this was a style of content that was doing well and that there was a market for it. So that was his deciding factor in going down this route. It's the same story with another one of his channels called To Catch a Cheetah, which is basically a direct rip-off of the NBC show To Catch a Predator. And they even got Chris Hansen from that show on an episode of To Catch a Cheetah. So Samir is very obviously the type of guy to see someone doing well in a field or particular genre of content and apply all the same ideas to his own content. Now, there's nothing wrong with taking inspiration from someone. I know I take plenty of inspiration from people in the videos and the music that I do. I even mentioned it in the intro. But there's a big difference between taking inspiration from someone and just blatantly ripping them off, which is, again, what Samir does. Also, quick side note for reference, Samir's first video in this style was uploaded a year ago, whereas Darman's was uploaded 3 years ago. Just so we can clarify who was really first. But, first things first, just to warm you up to the video that we're going to be looking at, I just want to read you some titles of Samir videos that we're not talking about today, but I still think are worth mentioning because of how horrendous they are, and I think it really emphasizes how Samir has the personality of an old white right-wing American, but in actual fact has a YouTube channel probably viewed by hundreds of thousands of kids around the world. Hey yo, hold it. This next part has some pretty shocking stuff, so if you think you might get upset by themes like racism, abortion, sexual assault, or just Samir existing, then skip to this timestamp because this is some pretty fucked up shit. Teen does not want baby. What she does is shocking. Handyman takes advantage of wife. Black Lives Matter supporter says the N-word. Racist cop steals PS5 from black teen. Just a little note for this one. He's changed the actual title of the video to say evil cop steals PS5 from black teen because I don't think YouTube would really like it if a creator with almost 1 million subscribers puts the word racist in the title of one of their videos. Uber driver touches drunk girl in her ... Mother-in-law tries to burn daughter-in-law. Dad disciplines daughter's best friend, which sounds like the title to an actual porn, my god. But those shitty titles are the perfect warm-up for the video we'll actually be looking at by Samir, called Racist Landlord Uses Gun on Black Guy. You won't believe what he discovers. Yep, that's the actual title of this video. So without further delay, let's hop into the politically incorrect world of Samir Bhavnani.
We used obvious fake guns in this video to keep the video kids friendly and to make sure no actors got hurt.
Oh, good. So right off the bat, Samir's giving us the heads up that they used fake guns in this video to keep it kid-friendly. The super kid-friendly video that's titled Racist Landlord Uses Gun on Black Guy. Super kid-friendly name, super kid-friendly guy. Needless to say, I would definitely resort to throwing an iPad through a wall if I ever found my child watching this shit. And right away, we jump straight into the racist cesspool that is this video, with this guy standing at the window trying to open it, I'm guessing. And the owner of the property immediately comes out with a gun and calls the police. And I'm going to play you just a bit of how the phone call went between this guy and the cops.
Yes, I'd like to report an emergency. I caught this black man breaking into a property I manage. I have a gun to him right now.
I'm pretty sure if you told the police that you have a gun to someone, they would arrest you as well, because that's a crime in itself, is it not? And definitely worse than breaking into somewhere. But it is America, and I live in Australia where we have actual gun laws, so I can't speak too much on this, but I'm pretty sure that's how it would go.
You think I'm a fool, you stupid clown?
No, sir. I don't think you're a fool.
Oh, so you think I'm gonna believe a black guy like you can afford a property around here?
Holy shit, man, chill. This is what I mean. Samir is not only just racist, but he tries to fit everything racist he possibly can into a script. And I'm sure he'd argue that it's to emphasize the traits of the character, but it's just so not okay when, one, you remember he wrote this down and thought,
yep, this is okay to put on the internet.
And two, he says this is kids-friendly content. This is the least kid-friendly thing I've ever seen. What lesson is this supposed to teach? Like, I get the message comes at the end of the video, but there's got to be more direction to the video than just a dude being disgustingly racist. Because most kids that Samir is trying to target aren't going to have the attention span to sit through a 10-minute video. They'll probably watch a little bit of it, get bored, and then what lesson have they learned? That it's okay to pull guns on strangers of color? Because that's what message he's currently getting across. So straight after this guy is atrociously racist to this other guy, Samir decided, nope, that's not enough racism. So he decided to add a line about Chinese people as well.
Yeah, those dang Chinese people, they're buying up everything around here.
Now, this line to a kid might slip under the radar and not be as noticeable as the bit from before, but it does still build a very unhealthy and substantially racist stereotype around Chinese people, and one that's often overlooked and not really talked about as much, but it's still abysmally racist and still contributes to kids growing up to learn that values that are morally and socially unacceptable are. Which they're not. Now, I want to take a second from talking about how shitty the morals of this video are and talk about the editing. Because if you listen to the audio whenever this guy speaks...
Look, it's a mistake, but you don't need to speak to me that way.
You can clearly tell that they've used noise reduction on it, and I'll show you what I mean. We're kind of professionals at what we do, really. We're kind of professionals at what we do, really. Now, this isn't totally a bad thing. I've used noise reduction in one of our podcast episodes before, but I like to think you can't tell. And it took a lot of time and a lot of effort to get it to the point of not being able to tell. So that just goes to show Samir doesn't really care about the production value of his videos. Dalman has a pretty high budget when it comes to this stuff. His videos both look and sound good.
Your mom's on TikTok? Sadly, yeah.
Whereas Samir's, you can tell, was filmed in a day on a DSLR camera with a little Rode mic strapped to the top. Basically, Samir's an effortless twat. Kind of like my ex-girlfriend.
In my car, I have the grant deed. It'll have my name on it, and I have my ID for you to confirm it's me.
All right, go. Slow.
So right now, you're most likely thinking, cool, the video's probably almost done. He's going to show him the papers and the ID, and the other girl will go, oh shit. Sorry for pulling a literal gun on you, but that kind of optimism isn't what Samir does, because we've currently watched 1 minute and 40 seconds of this 10-minute video. And don't worry, I'm not going to comment on every single thing, but I gotta fucking show you this scene, because it's one of the 15,000 climaxes Samir puts in this video before the shittiest resolution you'll ever see.
Get off me! Come on! Oh!
Holy shit. So, epic fight scene there. Fucking legendary. But anyway, the cops show up, have an extremely civil conversation with both Michael and Sir, because that's all they ever call him in this video. And the cops sort it out. Let Sir go, and they can't confiscate Michael's gun because he used it in self-defense. And Sir, actually, you know what? We're gonna call him David. It feels weird calling him Sir. We're gonna call him David. So David makes a very valid point and says, what if he tries to use it on me again? And the cop's solution to that is,
What if he uses it on me again?
We'll have a chat with him and make sure he doesn't.
oh, fuck yeah. That'll stop him. All in a good day's work. All right, so you realize you pulled a gun on this guy illegally, right? Yeah. You realize that's a crime? Yeah. Because it was in self-defense, we can't legally confiscate your firearm, but you're not allowed to do it again. Okay? Okay. We know you're a completely racist asshole, and you will more than likely try and kill this innocent man for the outcome of this situation, but you're not allowed to. Okay? Mm-hmm. Okay. What are you doing with that? With what? The gun. We just told you not to use it, but it's my gun. We know, but you can't just use it whenever you feel like using it. Okay. Okay. We're trusting you. Ah! So Michael's getting a bit aggressive because he's being placed under arrest for owning and firing an illegal firearm.
Shut up, stupid pig. You pigs need to be defunded.
Such a Michael thing to do. Because the cop made a call, and in about half a second, dispatch, you know, the people that send police places, ran the serial number and told the cop what it is, despite it not being their job to do that at all. Anyway, so Michael's getting arrested, and David, whose actual name is Mr. Fred, I found out, but Fred's a disgusting name for a human being, so we're going to stick to David. He walks up and delivers this fucking sick line to end the video.
Get off my property.
Actually, it's my property. Bye-bye, Michael.
So Samir's little 2 cents comes in now, and he's explaining the aftermath of the situation. David took Michael to court, and Michael got exposed and spent 9 months in prison. Get fucked.
The security footage had audio, and Michael was exposed for being racist in front of the judge.
Then Samir says this awfully cryptic line about Michael making friends with his cellmates.
And he spent 9 months in prison, where he made close friends with his cellmates, friends he didn't want to make.
Michael got fucked. Anyway, the rest of the video is just Samir promoting his dumbass app, and guess who else has an app? Not me. I don't have an app. Surprise, surprise. Daddy Darman has an app. Oh, and one last thing about the editing before I end this video.
This app is completely family friendly and kid friendly.
What the fuck was that? He chopped up the words like so weird. It's not that hard of a sentence to say. Anyway, guys and gals, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe if you did enjoy, and make sure to leave a comment down below. And you know the drill. Hit the notification bell if you want to be a cool kid. And if you want to, share this video with your friends, because it helps my little channel tremendously. I'll see you next time where I find Samir. I track him down. Hunt him. To the farthest depths of Los Angeles. And take him to a club so you can finally get some bitches. Peace.